Why does it surprise me that you won't get off your high horse long enough to help anyone?
He has a job. For once in his life, he's not leeching off society. He's actually contributing to it.
He's serving drinks, mortgaging his very joie de vivre that makes David David. If he had that money that is rightfully his, then he could be of service to society. He could make meaningful contributions to worthwhile charities. It could happen.
Yeah, when pigs fly. Dorian, David is growing from this experience.
He seems perfectly fine just the way he is.
Really? Have you forgotten about your aborted wedding? I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry at all. But now I understand what you're really up to. Yes, by keeping David unhappy, well, you're managing to keep me unhappy as well.
Now that is a totally convoluted piece of nonsense.
Really? You tried to use David to break me and Clint up. That did not work, so you're trying another tactic. You're rubbing David's present miserable condition in my face, hoping that I will go running back to him. Well, it is not going to work, Viki. Clint and I are here to stay.
Look, it's not like I'm asking for a blank check or anything. Just a little bit of cash until I get stuff sorted out with Cord and Tina.
Well, that's easy. Get a job.
My parents have been bitching and moaning to you, too.
Well, I was been in touch with your dad because I had to let him know what's going on.
So you're the reason I got cut off. God. And here I was like an idiot thinking we were cool.
Sarah, I am not going to hide the fact from your father that you were back in Landview. Anyway, Cord called me back a little while later. He told me what he thought.
No, let me guess. I wasn't acting in alignment with the spirit of the trust.
Actually, yes. Now, I assume he was thinking that you'd stay put if you couldn't afford a bus ticket.
I hate that.
Don't. He's just being your dad.
Well, it's a little late for that, wouldn't you say?
Tell me something. If Cord hadn't given me a heads up, how much were you planning to take me for?
You make it sound so underhanded.
Well, how would you describe it?
Broke and desperate? Did Cord tell you about all the crazy rules he made up for me?
I don't think using the money wisely is crazy.
Yeah, and checking in and settling down and only dating guys that he and Mom approve of if we could find her. And who said I was wasting the money anyway? You know, my boyfriend didn't even know that I had it. It's not like I was out buying cars or mansions or...
Sarah, the point is, you were lying to your parents.
What? And you never lied to yours? I sent a few misleading postcards telling them what they wanted to hear. Otherwise, they'd get an ulcer knowing the way that I was living.
What's happened to you?
Todd Manning, that's what happened. I was going along just fine.
What I mean is, what happened to you? When did you become so untrustworthy?
My filing cabinet? Are you serious? Dude, that's my laptop. Okay, that's a shredder. You really expect to get anything from that?
Officer, thank you. Quite the load here.
Well, looks like you got your work cut out for you.
It's not a problem. I could use the overtime.
Oh, good. Get it back to the barn, start cataloging. Process the computer first, put it on my desk, and I want to take a crack at it when I get back.
Got it.
Well, looks like my guys made a bit of a mess.
Save it. You're not sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't really apologizing. Did you really think you could lie to my face and get away with it?
John, don't do this.
It's done. It was done when you obstructed this case. Whatever happens now, it's on you.
No, it's on you. I warned you about this months ago. You're gonna hate where it leads.
How much trouble are we in?
Dorian, I'm not going to fight with you today.
We're not fighting. It's over. I won a long time ago.
Whatever.
I know what you're doing. You're lying in wait to tear me and Clint apart.
Actually, you're wrong. You can have Clint with my blessings. But for heaven's sakes, try and be happy.
What? I am happy.
Oh, great. Then go and share it with Clint. And let David live his life, and for heaven's sakes, stop wasting your time and mine with all this nonsense.
I'm a very fortunate woman. I have two wonderful men in my life. Protecting David and loving Clint will never be a waste of time.
You sound just like Dad. Why can't you be like this? Why can't you be like that?
Oh, neither of us wants you to be any particular way.
Sure you do. You both want me to be some perfect Buchanan maiden that has just enough attitude to be entertaining, but when it comes down to it, she's just a doormat who will tell you you're the king of the world.
Sarah, you know, the last time that you were home, you were sick and living on the streets.
I was living the way that I wanted to.
Well, your dad is worried about your welfare. He's only trying to help.
Cord's help always comes with strings.
Like the strings you attached to the deal you were doing with Nigel?
Okay, that was wrong.
Talk to your parents.
I don't even know where Mom is.
All right, then just talk to Cord.
He just wants to control me. And that's what this whole trust fund thing is about. I never even asked for money. He just set it up and then didn't tell me about any rules until I was hooked.
You make it sound like an addiction.
I'm sure that's the way he wanted it.
Well, getting a job would break the habit.
Why do you believe him over me? You never even asked me for my side of the story.
Sarah, you're my granddaughter, and I love you, and I'm always going to do what's genuinely good for you, whether you like it or not.
But you won't give me any money.
What I will give you is something at BE, an entry-level job.
No thanks.
Well, how are you going to support yourself?
It's not your business.
Sarah, I'm not your enemy.
I know. I already got a job. Booking acts at Capricorn. So it's all good. Let's just forget this conversation ever happened. Moment of weakness. It won't happen again.